This is Tammy Basquet, and you are listening to Life Coach Life, the podcast, episode number 4. Hey, how's it going, Life Coach lovers? I was thinking this week, we've all been so damn reasonable with our lives, haven't we? We really make big efforts to do the right thing and be what we believe to be sensible and rational to everyone in our life. I mean, sometimes we think and talk about contrary things or ideas that may seem absurd to a middle of the road, a no-risk kind of person. Talk and dream about moving somewhere more exotic that might be unreasonable. Buying that dream house that we can't really afford, unreasonable. Going to that incredible, expensive spa. Going somewhere completely alone where people peel our grapes and give us massages and feed us the most delicious, fresh, local foods while we gaze out at the 5-star view. We also drop a few tears in our coffee when we realize it's just another week of work, frustration, problem solving, misery, challenges, you fill in the blank. So for this reason, when I coach one-on-one, I sometimes challenge you to be what appears at first glance as unreasonable, even a bit rebellious. I challenge you to make some new decisions, ones that might be considered the most unreasonable decisions you have ever made. And why is that? Because going along with the grain of life has more than likely got you to where you are right now. Waking up, making coffee, heading out the door, doing the thing most of you hate, and repeating that every single day. And in your mind, you, your family, your friends believe, hey, this is the best life has to offer. Same decisions, different days, and guess what? Your brain finds reason and a lot of comfort in this routine. But the results of this way have gotten you what you currently have, not necessarily what you currently want. So you get a coach like me, who works with you to go against the grain in order to get what you really want. And you have to want it enough to be unreasonable to your brain, your family, and your friends. Want it enough to stand up to yourself, for yourself, and everyone else around you. You have to want it more than the money it's going to cost, the time that you're going to invest, and the hard conversations that are ahead of you. Some of you won't want that thing, that unreasonable thing that bad, and that's okay. But for those that do, listen up. When you think about really making a change and being completely disobliging to others in your life, what comes up for you? Changing jobs, getting a job, moving to another country, divorcing, getting married, going back to school, starting school, becoming an astronaut. That's been in the news, right? What is unreasonable for you to even consider doing today? And what if I said to you that this unreasonable thing or dream, big or small, were guaranteed? What would you do? How would you commit to it differently? How resourceful would you be willing to be to find someone to coach you through it? If you, and only you, had to make this decision, what decision would you make and why? In coaching, we create a space for questions like this, for concepts on what is possible for you versus what is probable for you. And a lot of people think that they can do this on their own, or maybe with a good friend. But I'm going to remind you, in doing that, a lot of times it just looks like talk. it looks like a lot of nothing. Because if you really knew how to do it on your own and or with your current contacts and resources, you would have already done it. And how you know this for sure is if you have what you really want right now. So if that's the truth, kudos to you and your BFF, you figured it out. But if you don't have it, you need a coach. So what's working in your life, what isn't, and what will you do differently in order to get there? It's super important to start with what is working, because our brains are really efficient at focusing on what isn't working, right? We always want to say what's crappy, what's negative, what's not right in our lives. We do it day in and day out with people that we talk to. It doesn't always walk around talking about what's working. And because of this, your brain may even fight you to find it, because we don't ask ourselves this question often enough. And in starting with what is working, we will immediately get your brain out of the distress and into logic and facts. So I want you to write what is absolutely fabulous in your life and about your life right now. And I hope that list is really long. Next, I want you to ask yourself, what isn't working? What's missing? Where are you stuck? What are your obstacles? Where in your life is your energy just being completely depleted? That's a great one. What triggers you? What are you forgetting about in this one precious life that you have? Where are you stumbling? Write it all down. Express it pen to paper. You all know there's a lot of science to this, so write it down. And the last step is, how are you going to think, act, and behave your way to a new way, a new reality, to something different, something better, something that seems absolutely, utterly, completely unreasonable right now? Now remember, unreasonable thoughts and actions do not have to be these huge, momentous shifts. In fact, a lot of the magic is in the micro shifts that we make every day. In coaching, my job is to help you think differently, to take action towards what you want to feel, what you want to think, how you will feel with the impact of having this incredible new result in your life. My job is to help you overcome your mind drama, to help you not get lost in your story, that's a big one, to help you create a new belief and to hold it dearly for you until you can hold it for yourself. My job, my gift, is to be a knock it out of the park coach for you. I 100% serve you to think, feel, act, and believe in a way that will change your life. I believe in coaching. I myself am a product of coaching. So self-awareness is really key here. Many people do not have self-awareness. Some people don't have any. Some just need a little bit more. And it's okay. It's part of the human condition. We all have our blind spots in life. Most of my clients think there's something seriously wrong with them and how they think. They'll say things like, why do I keep doing the same thing over and over? Why do I keep doing this? Some clients see themselves for the very first time. Listen, it's natural to get stuck sometimes. I like to think of myself as human goo gone when a client chooses to move forward in some small or significant way. It really is the most remarkable work that I do in the world. I love being a coach. Whatever makes it hard for you to say yes to yourself, there's a clue there. It's always an incredible reason why you need to do it. So your life work today is to find the area or areas in your life that aren't working. Ask yourself if you're willing to work differently for it. Are you willing to do something unreasonable, like hire a life coach to guide you? to your most authentic self, to where you really want to be? I bet you are ready. I bet you are a warrior, an unreasonable, annoying, uncooperative warrior, just like me. Listen, you can share this podcast. That would be awesome. You can reach me directly on Facebook, Messenger, and at Google, tbasquet@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and please remember, your mind matters in everything that you do. This is Tammy Basquet from Life Coach Life. Have a fantastic week. Talk to you soon.